Antrim and Newtownabbey Borough Council are continuing their support for local businesses through their website. The web page here is in front of us, through their business support email, again, which is on the screen in front of us, and through their own social media, as well as through programs such as this one here. And in today's lesson, we're going to have a look at innovation and how to identify new opportunities. So if you go to google.com and type in Google Trends, it'll bring you to this page here, and it'll give you some of the current hot topics that are being searched for online at the moment. So again, I'll give you some trends and you can dive into this, and some celebs, so you can see what's happening. So again, if there's anything major happening in the world, you'll see what's popping here at the moment, what's trending. But again, we want to go in here to search the main search term. So we're going to type in a term, and you can type in anything related to your business, and this would be products and services that you offer today, but also maybe things that you're thinking you could offer. So we're going to try training. Just for a minute, it's given me United States by default, and you can see here I can search. So it's over the last 12 months. I can change this to since they started tracking, and there's been a slight decline in that. But let's have a look at the last 12 months. We can see so it's pretty steady here, and actually there's been a big jump in January and February and the start of the end of Feb this year in training. Very interesting in the US. And we can dive down, we can see the regions that it is very popular in. We can see some of the topics that people are looking at, and of course we can see some of these may or may not be business related. So Pokemon training, not what we want to be focused on unless we're into that space. But here's one that's interesting here, Microsoft Team training. So again, Microsoft Teams has exploded online at the moment as people are working from home, and we can see here that the search terms around training for Microsoft Teams has increased 400%. So again, if this is something that you offer in your business, could you be actually developing training for that and delivering that? And what you can do then is you can go back up here and you can type in Microsoft Team training, and you can flick through here. It gives you more options here. Breakout means that there's over 5,000% increase in that topic. So incredible to think that some of these have increased 5,000%. But we actually, what we're going to do, we're going to jump to United Kingdom. So you can type in any region here, and we're going to go to United Kingdom, and you can see actually a similar trend, which is really interesting. And you can see here it's broken down into the regions, and we can see again the topics. Again, some really high-end topics here, but it's very interesting again to see what people are searching for. So courses, education, dog training, just the topic itself. And again, you can flick through this and see what a wide range of topics are trending or people are searching for at the moment. But I want to go up. So we've seen a bit of decline here. So okay, so I'm wondering now, what about if we were to type in online training? So could I offer my training in an online way? And wow, okay, so in the UK we can see here since February, since we had the decline, we have this massive spike in online training. It's nearly doubled in volume of search. So that's incredible. So all of a sudden I'm starting to see opportunity here. Again, if I could provide some training, if I was an accountant or yoga teacher, and diving into this here. Again, we have the regions, and we can see what people are looking for. Speaking of yoga, there we go. I didn't plan that. That's purely by chance, but online yoga teaching, 200% up, incredible. Online travel training, I'm not sure what that is, but we need to dive into that a little bit deeper and see. And risk assessment, you can see that people who are trying to do SEO or to get more traffic to their site. And then we've got more topics here again, breakout, incredible. So everyone's sitting at home trying to make their website be found, or have their website be found, and so on. So you can see here loads of interesting topics here. Microsoft again, and then more training, e-learning. So we can see what's happening here. And again, we can dive into Northern Ireland and see. So it seems that we've had a spike here and it's tailed off in the last week or two. But we have had a spike here in online training in Northern Ireland, but there's not a lot of volume or detail. And I guess most people, there's e-learning topic, online on offline education. Again, the market here is obviously going to be a lot smaller. The volume of search is going to be a lot smaller than it is going to be in, say, the UK or Ireland or global. And you can actually change this to worldwide and see the worldwide trend. And that's the beautiful thing, obviously, if you're able to package up what you offer, if it's a product or service, and actually, if you're going online, you're going to be targeting worldwide. So again, just something that you can have a dive into. You can see there's loads of categories here, and you can decide if you want to focus on YouTube or Google and so on. So loads of opportunities here. You can actually see what's happening live. These dots here is actually Google predicting how it's going to go. So in Northern Ireland, we've had this big spike, and it's predicting it's actually going to tail off, which is quite unusual. When I see here it's predicting for the UK, so it thinks that we're going to tail off here, and that's done by the AI here. So it'll be interesting to see again in 2 or 3 weeks to check back in and see if that's actually happened. But again, Google Trends a great tool for checking out what's happening, what's currently popping online, and actually searching what's really hot in local, national, and international markets. Staying with Google, another thing we're going to do, again, back to google.com, and what I want to do is here put in training here, and what I want to highlight to you is that Google actually tells us the top 10 searches for a topic based on our what we've typed in. So I put in training here, and I'm in google.com. I could go to google.co.uk and make it more local. So if I put in training here, so training day is the most popular search around training, but these other 10 related searches are the next most popular searches. So I can see training academy, training courses. So then I can see, what if I change this to online training? So again, I can see here again, there's yoga teaching. So again, you can see that some of this information that we're pulling out of here was already in Google Trends. So it's really interesting here to see what's happening. So again, online training, what we can do is we get really smart here and type in A, and then I can see all the options around A. I can go to B and go to C, and this gives me ideas for what people are searching for in the UK, because I'm in google.co.uk. I can go to google.ie and try the same. But what you find is that generally in regions that are close together, that it's the same keywords. So again, you can test in Google Trends and in Google Search and come up with some ideas, but see what people are searching for. Now we want to talk about some platforms that you may or may not already use. And we talk about LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a great platform if you are publishing content on it. And most of you possibly have an account on LinkedIn. But what we find is most people actually consume content that don't publish content or engage on content online. So definitely my suggestion to you is take this opportunity and engage in content on LinkedIn and even publish some content. It is the best organic reach of all of the platforms at the moment, and sadly over time that will diminish. So LinkedIn again is great today, and there's very few businesses that can't have a profile on LinkedIn and engage with people there. Even if it's B2B, B2C, it's amazing how many connections you can make there. So great way to be publicizing your business and building links to your website and helping your SEO, and just making sure people are aware of who you are and what you do. Pinterest again is a great platform if your product or service falls into one of the niches that it really excels in, and that is travel and tourism, weddings, education. So there's a couple of platforms that really works, or niches that really work well, and it's kind of like Instagram, so very similar, very visual, but you can also upload videos onto it as well. It's great for SEO, really, really good. Most people don't realize that. So again, do check out Pinterest. I think 80% or 80-odd% of the users are female, but it is, again, it's a really good platform if you have a product or service that works well on that platform. So do check it out. TikTok, I'm sure you've heard of it. It's changing. It's been here for a few years now, and we're starting to see estate agents and solicitors and professionals go onto it and sharing content on it. Interesting to see. Again, if your target audience is a young person, then it's definitely a platform to check out. We'll see how it develops, but just again, so you know about it. There's some really big pop-out artists or influencers here in Northern Ireland that have appeared on this platform. So again, it's really interesting to see how it develops over the next couple of months and years. Twitter, of course, is not a new platform, but maybe it's something that you don't use. It's amazing for news. Again, just even being on there, engaging and talking to people, or just seeing what's happening locally. It's a great platform. Again, these are platforms like Twitter and LinkedIn. You should be engaging with the Antrim, Newtownabbey Borough Councils, social networks as well, and keeping up to date on what's happening. Our old platforms, of course, that we know and love, Facebook and Instagram. What we're finding there is that the cost of adverts at the moment, if you've run adverts before, or you've even just had a notion that you might try them, and it's a great time to actually do that, because the cost of adverts on those platforms has definitely declined over the last couple of weeks because there's less people advertising on it. There is a question, are people buying? But again, just to raise brand awareness, it's definitely a good thing. Good platforms, a good thing to be checking out now if you can, and if it matches where your business is. So definitely worth checking out the ad platforms there, and getting some amazing value promotion for your business if you're able to sell online, and hopefully watching the other videos that we've already published on the Antrim Newtownabbey Borough Council website. That'll give you some ideas on how you can do that. Next, I want to talk about market diversification. So again, we have product diversification, which is developing new products to sell. But market diversification is taking what you already have and selling it in a new market. So you may have been selling your product or service really in the local areas, again, Antrim, Newtownabbey or Belfast and so on. But now going online is an opportunity to reach out and sell your product or service in a wider pool, especially again if we go back to the other examples we've used in the other videos, the yoga teacher or the accountant. These are skills that are common across the whole UK and international. So can you actually sell your same product and service in these markets? So just to make you think about that, how we can do it, and what's the best service to offer. So again, we have a narrow focus where we're looking at our local area, but now moving online, or really focusing online, we want to have a broader pool of customers. We want to look at the customers, where are they, different markets, and what products and service you can actually offer out there. So there's a lot of people who are retraining themselves, but can you actually retrain yourself and take your product and service online and sell it into new markets? So all of this requires you to put in place new practices or new strategies in your business to win new customers in new markets, to sell your product in new ways on different platforms. But again, this is going to open up a whole new opportunity for you and your business. We want to also consider making the most of your current customers. Have you reached out to current and past customers? Have you used any tools to upload all your customer profiles into them, and maybe even send out automatic reminders or newsletters to them? And again, there's a tools video on this webpage that shows you how to do that, so do check that out. Try not to cut back on the marketing if you can. Just be very strategic in where you're advertising, what you're doing, and where you're promoting. What we're finding is that we have websites that have doubled in traffic, because again, imagine everyone sitting at home. There's only so much Netflix you can actually watch. They're planning what they want to do next with their money, and what experiences they want to go on, what services they need. So they are actually still researching and looking for things online. You want to be found, and now is a better time than ever to make sure that you're visible on the internet, on any of these social networks, or through your own website. Cash flow management is critical, and again, do check out the excellent cash flow management video on this page. And we really want to have a long-term strategy here. There's no point in us thinking day to day or week to week at the current time. We really want to have a long-term strategy. What are we going to do next, and what we're going to do after? And what we're talking about in this is, we're talking about changing how you operate your business, moving more online than ever before. So this is a long-term strategy that's going to have implications for your business no matter what way things change. But it will also open doors to reduce costs, enable you to reach new customers. So it could totally transform your business. So really exciting as well. And then we want to action change. So again, there's loads of people who come and watch these videos, but you actually have to sit down and take action and make changes in your business. So there are some key points that you need to follow and put in place. So again, go back to Antrim Newtownabbey Borough Council website and check out the information that's there. As you can see here, we've got the link, and again, they have information on grants, rate relief, support for self-employed, tips and advice, and it's been updated at an incredible pace. So do check out the web page and bookmark it. If you found this video or any of the videos on that page of use, please do share them on social media, and do connect with the council on there as well, just to keep yourself up to date. That's the most important thing to do at the moment. And if you do have particular questions or feedback that you want to reach out to the business team at the council, then there's their email address as well. So please do reach out to them there as well. Again, thank you for watching this. That's Ciaran from Profile Tree.